I hope everyone is having a magnificent day wherever you may be. It's kind of cold here in Austin today, and so I'm not going to be able to go outside for the next few days probably. Well, you know, and frolic. There's no frolicking in cold 30 to 40 degree wet weather. Need good sunny weather for frolicking, I've found in my frolic research. But that's one of the cool things that I hope people get out of this class is, you know, you even in this sort of small area, you can still get a nice workout, still get your blood flowing and good feelings going. So let's start off in a child's pose today. Go ahead and get moving. Either a wide leg or knees together child's pose. And then just bring some focus to our breathing and taking a few moments to slow everything else down, calming our breath, calming our nerves, and just fully arriving on our mat, letting all the other things slip away as we just bring ourselves here, if that makes sense. Let's try to remove ourselves from all those other places we may have been today or we may have to go, and just feel good in knowing we're exactly where we're supposed to be, doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. It's a pretty liberating feeling, I feel like. So concentrating here on just big belly filling inhales all the way up to your chest. And then cinching in at the waist as you bring your belly button to your spine on your exhales. Letting all those other thoughts that come to mind just pass you by as you arrive on your mat. Maybe take an open mouth exhale. Maybe two. Greet those thoughts that come to mind and let them pass. As you push up into your hands, let's come into a tabletop. Nice even spine as your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift the crown of your head. Exhale, gently pushing into the palms and in the tops of your feet. Exhale. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, push. 3 more of these at your own pace, at your own breath. Really activate that core on an exhale and inhale. Let everything relax down. On your next inhale, nice even spine. Inhale that left foot back, right foot comes out, right hand comes out forward. Spinal balance, big inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your right elbow to left knee, crunch it in. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch. 3 more on your own breath. Inhale out. And exhaling in. Hold this last one in for 3, 2, 1. Drop your knee, drop your hand. Wiggle it out just a little bit. Always fun to wiggle. Just trying to find some nice fluid movements that feel good. One of the other benefits of doing this in the privacy of your own home, if you are, is that you can wiggle however you want. You can flail. Wouldn't recommend flailing, but you can. So finding some stillness here. Right foot comes back, left arm goes forward. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch. 3 more at your own pace. Great job. 1 more. And on this exhale, hold it in for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead and sit down. Right foot comes in front of left. Sitting up nice and straight, should feel nice and even on both of your sits bones. Right hand comes down by your right hip. Inhale, left arm comes up. Gently as you can, bring that left arm over to your right ear and then just gently bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Maybe feeling it in your deltoids. Maybe not. Probably in your neck. We'll just take a few breaths here. On your next inhale, both arms come up. Exhale them over to the right, bending over your right knee as best you can. If this is as far as you can go, bending over, that's fine. But maybe you can come down a bit more. Just try to make sure your left butt cheek doesn't come too far up off your mat. You're trying to stay pretty grounded here. Big inhale. Open mouth exhale. On your next inhale, just kind of spider walk your hands over to the left. Folding over that left knee. And then inhale, both arms come up. Switch out your left foot to be in front this time. Left arm comes down by your left hip. Right inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, gently placing that right hand over your left ear and bringing your right ear down to your right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Really feel this in my left shoulder. Feels good though. Hopefully it feels good for you too. Few more breaths here. On your next inhale, sweep both arms up and exhale them over your left knee as far as you can without compromising. You're sitting glued to your mat as best you can. Big inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back to the center. Inhale up. And exhale. Both arms come out to the side. We're going to take just some little circles here. So nice upright position, and then rotate your arms back. Just warming up some shoulder action here. Remember to breathe, and don't worry about big exaggerated movements. I promise small little tight circles here will feel just fine and work for exactly what we need to do. And then take them the other way. Whichever way you were going, go back the other way. And breathe. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, cactus both arms. Proud chest here for 3 breaths. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, plant them off to the side. Step back to a downward facing dog. And if this is your first downward dog of the day, you might be very gentle with yourself. Well, regardless, be very gentle with yourself. But you might just go slow and bring one knee down and then the other. Just trying to work out any tightness or tenseness? Tensity? Tension, that's the word. Any tension. I don't teach words. Although maybe I just did. Finding some stillness in your down dog. On an inhale, slowly walk your feet up behind your hands for a nice forward fold. And be really floppy and soft with yourself. So maybe even a hefty bend in your knees. Feet should be about shoulders width distance apart. And if you'd like, you can bring both arms or both hands to each elbow and then just kind of sway back and forth, getting into the backs of those legs. Finding stillness here. Coming back into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway up. And fold. Using your breath here. Inhale, halfway up. And fold. On your next inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a few moments here just to check in with your body. See how you're feeling. If you'd like to set an intention for class today, now would be a good time. Maybe it's hard work. Maybe it's warmth if it's cold where you are like it is here. Maybe it's effort. Maybe it's kindness to yourself. Whatever it is, it could be whatever you would like to focus or dedicate your practice to today. If you're having difficulties either on your mat or afterwards today, maybe come back to this focus, come back to this intention. Let it guide you. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Nice wide palms here. Nice straight spine. Shoulders are a little bit above your glutes. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. You're doing great. Stay with it. One more big inhale. And exhale. Scraping those elbows next to your ribs. Come all the way down as slowly as you can. Untuck your toes. Push up to a nice little baby cobra. And if you'd like, maybe even hover your hands off the mat here. Inhale, come up just a little bit more. And exhale. Push up and back to a downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right foot comes up and back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twisting to your left. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it. Inhale up. And then exhale, bring your right foot out in front of you here for a little modified side plank. The little kickstand. Left arm comes up. So you're on the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left. Maybe look up at your left hand. Big inhale. Exhale. Plant your left hand. Bring that right foot all the way back up. And then exhale down to meet your left. Now let's do the other side. Inhale, left foot comes up and back. Exhale. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, twisting to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose, and hold it just a couple of seconds here. Inhale up. Exhale, bring that left foot all the way out. Right arm comes up. Side plank with a kickstand on the right. So try to make sure your hips aren't dipping too far down. Actively engage your core, lifting yourself up, pushing into that left hand. One more big inhale. Exhale, right arm comes down, left foot comes all the way back up. And exhale, down. On an inhale, slowly walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up here. Exhale, hands to prayer, coming into a tree pose. So, couple of things, a couple modifications you can have here. You can either, if you're having some balancing issues, or if you can't quite lift that right foot up, no problem. If you need to just put it here on the lower part of your left leg, maybe use a little bit of help. Bring it all the way up. Hands can come to prayer. Lift up. Find that point in the distance that you can stare at and focus on to help maintain your balance. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. Relaxing your shoulders back and down your spine. Bring them away from your ears. Right knee is kicked open to the right. All of those little adjustments that you need to do. Big inhale. And exhale. Whew. Right foot comes down. Maybe fall over. Fall over all the time. So once again, on the other side, so if this is as far as you can go in your tree pose, that's fine. If you can only bring it up to the lower part of your leg, just make sure it's not on your knee. Maintain that knee integrity. And then wherever you are, maybe bring your hands up. They can stay in prayer. But just once again, finding that point in the distance to stare off to and focus to help maintain that balance for 3 breaths. A lot of times in balancing poses, it's all those little muscles that you don't realize you need to use that you have to strengthen in order to maintain your balance or improve your balance. And that can be difficult if you don't practice it. But that's what we're doing, so win-win. Big inhale here. And exhale. Hands come to prayer. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to a plank. We'll be here for 3 breaths. On an exhale, slowly coming all the way down. Bring your right ear to your mat. Arms come out to cactus, and then just roll over onto your side. So this should be a good, nice stretch in your shoulders. Your left foot is going to step right behind the crease of your right knee. So you should feel this. You can use your left arm as a little prop here. Should be a nice shoulder stretch in your right shoulder. Three more breaths here. And exhale. Release your forehead back to the mat. Left arm comes cactus out to your left. Left leg is straight. Use your right hand to push into the mat, and right foot comes stepping right behind your left knee for a nice shoulder stretch to the left side. It's harder to breathe and twist like this, but take a big old breath in and open mouth exhale maybe. Coming back onto your forehead, pushing back to a child's pose for just a few moments here. If you'd like a little more shoulder action in your child's pose, you can tent your hands up just a bit. If you have any blocks, you could also put them on top of your blocks. But this might just give you a nice other sensation that you enjoy. A little more effort, a little more stretch. On an inhale, pushing into your hands, bringing your feet up, flopping down onto your butt, coming into a boat pose. So if this boat pose is fine just the way you are, that's great. If you want a little something extra, you can always straighten your legs. If you need a little bit less, you can always bring your toes to touch on your mat. But wherever you are, find a nice space. We're gonna move a few different ways from here. So on an inhale, prepare, bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, alternate bringing your right elbow down, and then come up, inhale, and then exhaling over. So inhale up and exhale. That's a little bit too fast a breath, might be. So don't worry about the breath as much as the motion of just bringing elbows over and down. We'll be here for about 20 seconds. If you would like to use a prop, you can kind of just hold your block and just bring it over, or a pillow or a book, whatever it might be. It might just give you a little extra something to have something in your hands. We'll be here for 10 more seconds, guys. Nice aerobic twists. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have a prop, set it over to the side. Come down, bring both knees into your chest, and then kind of grab onto your knees and wiggle them around. Try to give yourself a nice back massage into your lower back. I don't know why I said it like that. It's fine. We're gonna do that twisty thing one more time. Take a few gentle rocks up and down your spine. I always love it whenever I get a few back pops when I do this. Didn't get any today. Woe is me. So coming back into your boat pose, maybe grabbing your prop once again. You don't have to have it though. You can just clasp your hands together. They can be at prayer. And then just taking them one side to the other for maybe 30 seconds this time. Trying to keep a nice steady pace, focusing on keeping your knees at 90 degrees, and then moving back and forth. Trying to keep your spine nice and straight, twisting using your core. We got 18 more seconds. You're doing great. Maybe smile some. Smile through the pain. 10 seconds. 9, etc. You got it. Just a few more. and relax. Flopping back down, maybe rolling up and down your spine a few times, maybe coming back into those nice knee circles, massaging your lower back, whatever feels good. Coming into a happy baby, so grabbing the outside of both feet, trying to pull your knees into your armpits, which is a weird thing to ask people to do. I don't know if you've ever asked someone to do that. Put your knee in your armpit. Just do that. Next time you're around a loved one, just ask them to do that, see if they can. And you're like, no, that's not how you do it. Gently releasing and rolling up and down your spine, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So, I may have said this before, but I've been trying to work on splits. I've seen some decent progress, but I still have some ways to go. So, if this is as far as you can go, or if this is as far as you can go, kind of feel out where you are in your own body. If you can't really get into a fold and you just would like to sit upright, both hands can come back behind you, use them as little props. But if it's within your practice, keeping your toes flexed back towards your knees, maybe folding forward as best you can, and maybe you don't go very far at first. Using your breath to try to open up some space, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, try not to hunch over. It just looks weird. It's not good for you. And maybe gently crawl your hands forward to wherever feels good. We'll be here for just a little while. Trying to use that breath. Where are you holding tension, and can you bring your breath into that tension to just loosen it up a little bit? Maybe find a little bit of extra room to come forward. This is one of my favorite poses. It's one that I have battled with over the years about getting onto myself, about not being better at it no matter how much I do, but I've definitely seen progress. And you know, sometimes it's the progress that you work the hardest for that's the most rewarding. And I definitely feel rewarded from being able just to do as well as I can do. And, you know, working on getting better. That's one of the things I love about yoga practice, as with any kind of practice. If you're just literally just working at something to get yourself better, that's yoga, right? It doesn't have to just be stretching. It's more than that. It's something that you dedicate yourself to and that fulfills you. And this pose definitely is fulfilling to me. One day I'm just gonna flop down and put my head on the mat, and I will be impressed with myself, which counts. A few more breaths here. With every inhale, try to get your back nice and straight. And then exhale, bending that straight back forward. On your next inhale, gently push up. Maybe take your hands underneath your knees, and with a little help, folding them forward, coming into fire log pose. So your left foot's gonna be down first, trying to get it down onto your mat. If it doesn't get all the way down your mat, that's okay. And then just putting your right ankle on top of your left knee, coming into a nice fire log pose. And the key thing you're wanting here is your sits bones sitting. Don't worry about if you can stack them perfectly. If it doesn't look the same way as mine, that's fine. No big deal. But you should feel this right in your IT bands on either side. And then from here, if this is as far as you can go, that's great. You're doing wonderfully just the way your wonderful self is doing. But perhaps you would like to add a little something, and you can walk your hands out forward however far they can go, keeping in mind that you want to keep a nice straight back. Shoulders are away from your ears, and both of your glutes are glued to the mat. Glute to the mat. It's not very good. 3 more breaths here. On an inhale, gently walk your hands up. Come out of this. Right foot is going to come down to your mat first this time. Left ankle is going to stack on top of your right knee. Left knee is on top of your right foot. Sitting up nice and straight to begin. And remember, don't worry about how far down. You're just trying to get them down as far as best you can. And then slowly coming forward with your shoulders away from your ears for a nice gentle fold in fire log. This is especially great for me after sitting in front of a desk for a while, which we're all doing more and more nowadays. I also really love to walk around Austin, and anytime I take a long walk, I usually feel it in my old hips. And so this is one of my favorites as well. 3 more breaths. On an inhale, gently push up. If there is any other pose that you would like to go into before we get into Shavasana, now is the time. Otherwise, stretch out nice and wide, feet, and lie down for corpse pose. And I'll try to quit or not blab as much during this Shavasana, so it might be a little silent for the next 5 or so minutes, and that's fine. Maybe wiggle out your wiggles before you come into your most restful corpse pose. And then just take these next few moments to just relax. With every inhale, breathing in that good energy, and with every exhale, just sinking deeper and deeper into your mat. Feeling good about your practice, and hopefully feeling good about yourself. I think you're awesome. You've done great today, and you'll keep doing great wherever you go from here. Maybe bringing your mind back to your breath here. Really focusing on trying to take some of the biggest inhales and exhales you've taken all day long. Slow, deliberate, powerful breaths here. Wherever you are, you may want to just lay here, and that's fine. Stay exactly where you are if you're in a good place. Maybe you'd like to invite some small movements into your toes, wiggling each one, giving each one a little bit of appreciation. Maybe wiggling your fingertips, giving each one of those the special care that they need. Maybe wiggle your wrists and your ankles. What does that feel like? What are all those different weird bones in your wrists and ankles? All those complicated ligaments. Give them some love here. Maybe into your elbows and knees, wiggling them however you please. Maybe on your next inhale, sweeping both arms up over your head, interlocking your fingers for a nice stretch. Yep. Rolling over to one side, taking just a moment here to show yourself some love, self-love. I'll show you some other self-love. You're amazing. You're awesome. You did great. You're doing great. I knew you could do it. Pushing up to a nice comfortable seat. Thank you so much for class today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're warm and well wherever you are. And I can't wait to see you back on your mat soon. Staying bendy, being cool, doing all the things. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.